Naruto is a household name in the world of anime. It's regarded as one of the big three, along with One Piece and Bleach. It's hardly unexpected that die-hard fans of the program will go to any lengths to see it return. And when someone like MrBeast jumps on board, these possibilities don't seem so far-fetched. So how did MrBeast arrive at this conclusion? Here's what we know thus far. To begin, let's look at an overview of the subject. The manga of the same name, Naruto, written by Masashi Kishimoto, served as the basis for the anime of the same name. The series was distributed all over the world and dubbed in a variety of languages. Viz Media was the first company in the United States to release the show on television after purchasing its rights in North America and distributing it there. The show became popular very quickly, and the audience eagerly anticipated each new episode of the anime series. The main problem with the first Naruto series was that the animation quality wasn't remarkably constant, which led to numerous frames that looked strange. This was the sole drawback. Pierrot Studio reanimated some of the sequences from the first Naruto series to honor the show's 20th anniversary. This was done to tease viewers by showing them how much more beautiful and amazing Naruto can be when it is animated using current techniques. This little animation has attracted the attention of various fascinating people, including the YouTube megastar MrBeast. Moving on, MrBeast wants to fund a new Naruto series. On Twitter, the video of the reanimated version of Naruto that Pierrot Studio created was released by a Shonen Jump leaker with the handle @ShonenLeaks. Certain iconic scenes from the show were reanimated in the video with high definition and 60 frames per second, which added a new level of glitz and glamour to the long-running television program. The tweet instantly went viral and received over 200,000 likes on the site due to the enthusiastic response from the fans. But as the wealthy YouTuber MrBeast entered the conversation and asked, "How much do I have to pay to receive every episode like this?" things quickly descended into chaos. The supporters were enthusiastic but somewhat perplexed, wondering whether or not he was sincere about what he'd said. One of the fans performed the math to determine how much it would cost to produce each episode, and they provided MrBeast with an estimate that the whole program would require $9 million to reanimate fully. In his response to this, MrBeast responded with the word deal. Following that, was the YouTube millionaire genuine about making the investment? The answer is most likely going to be no. Jimmy, also known as MrBeast, was most likely joking about this with his followers on social media. Nevertheless, based on his reported earnings and net worth, it will not be difficult for Jimmy to fund a series if he decides to take the idea seriously. Therefore, all the fans can do is hope that MrBeast will one day choose to fund the cherished program and bring back the legendary character in a new guise at some point in the future. With that said, let's look at some of the endeavors MrBeast is looking into. First, bringing in millions through investments. MrBeast has amassed a huge amount of wealth as a direct result of his channel's dominance on YouTube. He shows that the platform is what will provide you the ability to be creatively independent and grow financially, and he exhibits this to be the case. As to the year 2022, the data given by the YouTube analytics service Social Blade indicates that MrBeast pulls in between $3 and $5 million each month. On the other hand, his overall net worth is a mystery, since he invests a portion of his revenues in developing new businesses. In addition to being connected to YouTube, he is also an investor in several other firms. MrBeast is the person who has achieved such enormous success at such a young age and is a model for a great lot of the new artists who will emerge in the future. This is because MrBeast is only 20 years old. He has a background as an entrepreneur and has worked with various market investors. Moving on at number 2, Finger on the App. In June of 2020, Donaldson and the art group MSCHF, located in Brooklyn, brought to the market the mobile application Finger on the App, which was a one-time only multiplayer smartphone game. The challenge states that the player who is the last to remove their finger from the phone screen will win the game and the prize money of 25 grand. The game has been downloaded by 1.1 million individuals, making it one of the most popular apps. There were still 400,000 individuals participating in the game after it had already been going on for 3 hours. After spending more than 70 hours on the software, the developer awarded $20,000 in prize money to 4 users. Because of how well received the game was, its sequel, which was going to be called Finger on the App 2, was supposed to be out in December 2020. However, the release date of the game was pushed back to February. Then it was postponed even further to March 2021, owing to an overwhelming number of downloads, which caused the game to crash and compelled the developers to rebuild its servers. Following that, at number 3, MrBeast Burger. After that, Donaldson went on to launch a digital eatery known known as MrBeast Burger in December of the year 2020. Since the company's beginning, MrBeast Burger has made no secret of its intentions to expand. Donahue recognized the problem and stated that actions were being taken to raise the number of outlets to at least double or even triple the current number of stations. Early in February, Toronto, Edmonton, and Calgary were the first Canadian facilities to open for business, and shortly afterward, Vancouver, Halifax, and Winnipeg opened their doors. At the beginning of May, 5 new sites opened across the United Kingdom. It commenced business operations in December 2020 with 300 locations in the United States. However, since then, the number of stores has increased to 1,000 across North America, Europe, and other regions of the world. Although it is not a high-end burger business, MrBeast can earn a profit of $24,000 per day thanks to the sale of its MrBeast Burger. This translates to an incredible $720,000 every month. Donaldson announced in 2022 that Beast Burger had distributed more than $1 million in income to eateries in the United States. Next up at number 4, Feastables. In the film titled Inside an Ice Cream Factory, which is a part of the MrBeast React series, Jimmy announced the launch of his chocolate bar brand. However, during the subsequent several months, he abstained from disclosing any more particulars concerning this project before it was publicly available. Donaldson founded MrBeast Bars on January 2022 under the name Feastables, a unique food company, and the firm's initial product was a line of chocolate bars. MrBeast Bars later changed its name to MrBeast Bars. At the time of the product's inception, there were 3 varieties available: Original, Almond, and Quinoa Crunch. The launch was followed by sweepstakes with a total prize pool of $1 million. The top 10 winners of the sweepstakes were allowed to compete in a future advertisement for a chocolate factory. In June of 2022, a video depicting a cake was evaluated by Gordon Ramsay for the chance to win $500,000 in cash. On February 2nd, 2022, Feastables will collaborate with Turtle Beach and Rocat to deliver the prizes for the competition. This decision was made to fulfill Feastables' obligation to supply the tips. The firm had produced more than $10 million in income from sales since it began operations in January when it first opened its doors. Following that, at number 5, Backbone. One of the digital startups that Donaldson had invested in is called Backbone. Backbone is responsible for developing the Backbone 1 controller, which gives mobile phones the feel of a Nintendo Switch controller, and the Backbone app, which provides users with the ability to create content and engage in social activities. In April 2021, he decided to become a long-term investment in the financial technology company Current. During the time that Donaldson was spreading the word about a cryptocurrency Ponzi scheme, his supporters were defrauded out of significant sums of money by the system, which Donaldson had invested in and supported. Finally, MrBeast wishes to give up everything he possesses. TubeBuddy interviewed MrBeast on April 23rd, who explained what he had planned for his life's riches before passing away. MrBeast said that his initial ambition of making $1 billion and then giving it all away had been revised. "I know that dying with a lot of money is a total waste of time. Not a waste of time, it's simply silly." The YouTuber stated, "I like assisting others, so if I'm going to spend my entire life simply making money because it's sort of enjoyable before I die, I want to give away 100% of all I own." MrBeast elaborated on his thought process, stating that he wants to gain as much money as possible before dying. "Just why not?" he said. "What does it matter? I'll be dead once I die. Instead of placing a monetary value on it, I now want to generate as much money as possible in my life and then do as much good with that money as possible before I die." It's unclear how the YouTuber intends to distribute all of this money. Still, considering his track record, it's reasonable to expect his last donation to be one of his most memorable. Well, that marks the end of our video today. We hope you enjoyed it. On your way out, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more content like this in the future.